I'm Trent McCain. I'm the Program Director for Pulmonary Critical Care Fellowship here at Prisma Health Upstate in Greenville. Some of the key elements for our program are a combination of clinical as well as some research experience for our fellows. The clinical piece is to involve our fellows to give them a strong clinical background for both pulmonary medicine as well as critical care medicine, and we are able to do that by having them rotate through our ICUs in both the medical ICU as well as our cardiovascular, surgical, and neuro ICUs. The research piece is that we really want our fellows to be able to get experience for quality improvement as well as research if they would like to do that.
So in your first year in fellowship, you spend a lot of time on pulmonary. We kind of focus heavy on pulmonary in the first year. We do a lot of time in the procedure lab, so regular bronchoscopy, BAL. We do a lot of EBIS. We get a lot of hands-on time with our robotic platforms that we have here.
Every year we have, the fellow will kind of start off, it's a graduated autonomy, I would say, year to year as this program grows. So starting off as a first year fellow, you do have more supervision, I would say, and we have this graduated autonomy kind of system where proceeding up to your second and third year, you are really becoming more of the leader on whatever team that you are rotating with in the clinical rotations.
Not only is a big hospital system that serves a huge population, but the diseases that we see in the pathology that we see here is very advanced, it's very complex, and it provides a lot of challenges on a day-to-day basis. We see very complex medical diseases.
In their second and third year, they can expect more dedicated research time and then more ambulatory clinic time and elective time.
We're very approachable and want to just really promote and get them interested into all kinds of different types of research, which include basic science research, medical education research, and ultimately to be a leader.
And then third year is really full of elective months so that our fellows can choose what pathway and what electives they need to do to be able to be successful for when they leave our program, so they will be a competent pulmonary critical care physician.
There's still a few months of pulmonary and a few months of critical care kind of spread across the third year, but you do get more time for research in the third year than in the previous years to kind of get your research project finished up and ready to present somewhere and give a grand rounds on and make sure people know what you've been working on the whole time.
I believe one of the strengths of our division is that we have such a diverse faculty. They really can serve as great role models and mentors for our fellows, and that allows our fellows to actually be able to do the same thing for students and residents, where they can actually be recruiters for our health system, and even when they go outside our health system, because of the experiences and the mentorship that we're able to provide them while they're here.
We have tremendous support from all the different faculty, both the APD, our program director, and then administration and everything. We had good support anytime any of us fellows bring up something that we think needs to be changed or different. We are always heard, and it's always considered, and a lot of the time we get to make changes that we think are beneficial to the program. So that's something that I think is really important in a fellowship program, that as you're going through the program and learning from it, you also get the chance to help make it better. And I feel like that is very, very evident here.